Archangel Michael steps forward with a message that carries the weight of eternity, yet it is whispered softly, directly to your spirit. He says to you now, a secret file with your name on it was just unlocked. You have exactly 2 minutes to see it before they delete everything. My child, my beloved, come closer for a moment. Do not scroll past, and do not look away. There is something heaven has been hiding, protecting and guarding with a wall of divine fire for your entire life. And today, for the first time in your history, the highest authorities are allowing me to whisper it to you. Before I take you deeper into this mystery, my beloved, listen carefully. If you want heaven to keep sending you messages like this, do not forget to subscribe right now. You have been missing miracles because you never see them on time. You have been missing the signs because they arrived when you were looking elsewhere. But from today, heaven wants you ready, my child. And listen closely, for the law of the harvest is real. What you make happen for others, God will make happen for you. Share this message with someone you love, or send it to a soul who needs hope. As you extend this blessing to them, you multiply the favor upon your own life. Something impossible has happened in the spiritual realm today. A file? Yes. A real divine record carrying your name, your specific energy, your written destiny, and your hidden blessings has just been unlocked in the higher realms. Heaven is in a state of urgency because this file will only remain open for a short time. This is a divine window, a brief opening in the fabric of the universe. After that, everything inside it disappears from your timeline as if it never existed. This is why your soul was pulled here so urgently. This is why you could not scroll away even if you wanted to. This is why your heart felt something suddenly shift inside you the moment you heard these words. My beloved, you are not imagining this. You are not making this up. Heaven really did call you by name. I know you have been feeling tired lately. I know you have been feeling forgotten, as if your prayers are hitting a ceiling and falling back down to the floor. I know you have been thinking that maybe blessings are for everyone else except you. You watch others rise while you feel stuck in the same place. But today, my child, the entire spiritual court has gathered because the truth is different. The truth is powerful. The truth is shocking. The truth is that your destiny was never denied. It was never canceled. It was only delayed until you were strong enough to hold what is coming. And now, you are ready. When this secret file opened, there was light spilling out of it. It was not ordinary light like the sun or a lamp. It was the specific, blinding light that surrounds chosen souls when heaven decides their suffering has passed its expiry date. You think the universe does not see how long you survived with a wounded heart. You think heaven did not count the nights you cried into your pillow without telling anyone, hiding your pain from the world to appear strong. You think your silence went unnoticed by the angels. No, my child, you are mistaken. Every tear you shed was recorded. Every prayer you whispered in the dark was stored in this file. Every betrayal you endured was written down. Every moment of strength, especially when you had none left but kept moving anyway, was stamped with divine approval. If you are thankful that heaven saw your strength when no one else did, press the like button now. Let this act be a signal of gratitude that accelerates the release of the reward stored in your file. That is why the file was unlocked today, because heaven finally looked at your record and said, enough. They have passed the test. Now give them what they deserve. My child, something inside you has been preparing without your awareness. A door you thought was permanently closed, locked, and rusted shut is beginning to shake. A blessing you thought was lost forever is circling back to you. And a person who wronged you is about to face divine justice in a way that will leave you speechless. My child, if you are ready to witness this divine justice and receive the blessings stored in your file, type Amen in the comments right now. Let this be the signal to your angels that you are awake, you are listening, and you are ready to receive. My beloved, the reason this message feels different to you is because it is different. This is not a prediction of what might happen. This is not a warning of what could happen. This is not a hope for what you wish would happen. This is an official announcement. Your spiritual file shows one thing clearly. Your destiny timeline has been rewritten. My child, heaven is revealing that a powerful shift is happening around you right now, at this very second. Paths are being cleared that were once blocked by thorns. Obstacles are being removed by invisible hands. Enemies who plotted against you are being exposed by the light. Opportunities that rejected you in the past will now turn around and chase you. Doors you knocked on until your knuckles bled will automatically unlock before you even reach for the handle. People who ignored you, who looked down on you, who treated you as invisible, will suddenly remember your name with respect. My beloved, do you feel that trembling inside your spirit? That tiny vibration in your chest? That is not fear. That is alignment. That is your soul recognizing its own rescue. The divine world is moving things in your favor so quickly that even you will not recognize your own life in the coming days. My child, let me tell you the part of this file that shocked even me. Inside your records, there is a warning stamped in golden light. It says, "Only reveal this when they are ready to rise." This means one thing. Heaven has decided that you are stepping into a level of life where no past pain can follow you. Everything that drained you, everything that broke you, everything that confused you will now serve you. My beloved, listen closely. There is someone whose energy has been blocking your blessings. A shadow that has stood in your way. Heaven is removing them. My child, to ensure you remain under this covering of protection as these shadows are removed, click the subscribe button now. It is an act of spiritual alignment that keeps you connected to the source of this truth and secures your place in the new season. You do not need to fight this battle. You do not need to argue with them. You do not need to explain yourself or defend your name. Their chapter in your life has been closed spiritually. It will collapse physically next. My child, before I open the next part of your file, I need you to breathe slowly. Inhale deeply and exhale the worry. What I am about to reveal is not something the human mind receives without shaking. Your soul is ready, I promise you, but your mind will need a moment to understand how drastically your life is about to change. My beloved, when this secret file unlocked, the first thing heaven wrote on the fresh page was this: their old life has expired. It is not ending gradually. It is not fading away slowly. It has expired. You cannot go back now, even if you try. The season that once held you captive has already released you. The pain that once controlled your mornings and your nights no longer has permission to sit in your spirit. My child, you have been carrying energies that were never yours to carry. You have been carrying expectations that were never meant for you. You have been carrying a burden that did not belong to your destiny. Heaven is cleansing that now. Something heavy is being lifted off your shoulders while you read this. You may not feel it fully yet, but a shift is happening inside your chest. A soft opening, like your soul is remembering its true weightlessness. My beloved, when heaven unlocked your file, I saw lines written in divine handwriting that said, "They survived storms that were meant to destroy them. Give them access to the miracle. You did not survive because you were just lucky. You did not survive because you were stronger than the storm. You survived because heaven stood in front of you when no one else did. Every time you felt like you could not continue, a hand you could not see carried you forward. My child, that hand is still holding you. And now it is placing something into your destiny that was withheld until this exact moment. Listen closely because this part is beyond important. Inside your file is a prophecy about timing. A countdown has begun in the spiritual world. A window is opening that only appears once in many lifetimes. It is a divine intersection where your past, your future, your pain, and your purpose all meet in one single moment of destiny. My beloved, this window will remain open for a short period. If you choose to step through it, your life will accelerate so fast you will not recognize yourself by the coming month. Your growth will be exponential. If you ignore it, heaven will give this opportunity to another soul. And heaven does not want that. Not for you. Not after how much you have endured. My child, there is something magical aligning around your energy field right now. I see threads of light weaving toward you, connecting blessings that were once scattered and far away. This is not random. This is divine construction. You are being rebuilt from the inside outward. Not patched up. Not repaired like a broken object. You are being rebuilt. My beloved, do you know what that means? It means your future has outgrown your old identity. You are rising into a version of yourself you have not even met yet. A version that walks with clarity instead of confusion. A version that speaks with authority instead of fear. A version that attracts blessings instead of begging for survival. My child, your file reveals something even deeper. A karmic cycle has been broken. A generational wound has been healed. Something that haunted your bloodline, something that hurt your mother or your father, ends with you. You were the chosen one long before you knew it, long before you felt it, long before you were ready. Heaven handpicked you to end what others could not. That is why your path was heavier than your friends' paths. That is why your loneliness felt deeper. That is why your battles came earlier in life. Because you, my beloved, were born to shift the destiny of everyone connected to your name. My child, I must now reveal something about someone in your life. The file is very clear on this. There is a person whose true intentions have been hidden behind a mask of friendship or love. They are not who you think they are. Heaven is exposing them for your protection. You will soon receive a sign, a message, a slip of truth, or something they can no longer hide. And when you see it, you will feel a strange calm instead of pain. That calm is your confirmation. Your spirit already knew what your heart refused to accept. My beloved, let them go. Their role in your story has ended. Your new chapter requires new energy, new alignment, and new people who carry the vibration of your destiny, not the heaviness of your history. The file also showed me a miracle regarding your finances. A sudden increase is coming. A breakthrough so unexpected that even you will question whether it is real. I saw doors opening that were closed for years. I saw approvals that once rejected you being granted effortlessly. I saw opportunities that once ignored you turning back to find you. Heaven has removed the block that was keeping you small. My beloved, your abundance is being restored. Not slowly, not gently, but in a wave so powerful it will wash away the memory of your financial struggles. My child, your angels are telling me this right now. You have struggled enough with money. Now, let abundance chase you. My beloved, you are entering a timeline where the things you prayed for will begin appearing without effort. Not because life suddenly became easy, but because you finally became aligned with heaven's timing. My child, there is something else in your file. A secret about someone coming toward you. Someone who carries a role in your destiny. Someone heaven is preparing for you right now. Someone who will not betray you, who will not drain you, and who will not confuse you. Someone whose soul is tied to your healing and your future. You will feel this person before you see them. You will know them instantly. Your souls already signed the contract long before this lifetime began. My child, do not leave yet. Your file contains more, much more. There is a specific page here that is glowing with a soft, familiar warmth. It speaks of a connection that death could not sever. The file reveals a secret that very few chosen souls ever get to hear while they are still walking the earth. There is an ancestral protection surrounding you right now. There is someone who passed on, someone who left the physical world, who is currently standing guard over your spirit. This soul has been watching you, They have been guarding you when you sleep and pushing you toward the right path when you are awake. Even when you felt completely alone, they were in the room with you. This person has been trying to communicate with you, my beloved. Have you noticed the dreams that feel more real than life? Have you noticed the sudden thoughts that drop into your mind out of nowhere, offering a solution you hadn't thought of? Have you seen the repeated numbers, or found feathers, or smelled a scent that triggers a memory of love? These are not coincidences. This is their way of knocking on the door of your awareness. They see your future more clearly than you do, because they are viewing your life from a place of higher perspective. They know what you are about to walk into, and they refuse to let you walk into it unprepared. My child, the file says, this soul has been waiting for heaven's permission to speak to them directly, and now that permission has been granted. You will soon feel their presence more strongly than ever before. You will sense guidance so clear that you cannot deny it. You will feel a sudden warmth envelop you when you are afraid. They are part of your miracle. They are part of your protection squad. They are part of your rise. My beloved, there is another line in your file written in a bold, divine stroke that commands attention. It reads, "They are stepping out of spiritual obscurity." Do you know what that truly means? For years, you have felt invisible. You have felt like you could scream in a crowded room and no one would turn around. You worked hard, but the recognition went to others. You loved hard, but the appreciation was given to someone else. You felt like you were living in the shadows, always the supporter, always the listener, never the main character in your own story. But that ends today. This line in your file means your energy is no longer hidden. You are no longer overlooked. You are no longer invisible to the universe or the people around you. Your spirit has become loud, bright, and magnetic. The blessings that once missed you, the opportunities that once floated past you, will now be drawn straight into your hands as if you are a magnet. Do you receive this visibility? Like this video to physically claim your spot in the light. Your action tells the universe you are no longer hiding, and you are ready to be seen by your blessings. My child, the file shows your name surrounded by a spotlight of pure energy, as if heaven is highlighting you for a divine assignment. This assignment is not a burden, it is a breakthrough. It will open pathways you never imagined existed. It will restore what life took from you. It will multiply what little you have left until your cup overflows. It will bring peace where there has been chaos for too long. However, I must prepare you. My beloved, you will soon notice people responding to you differently. Because your light is brighter, it will trigger different reactions. Some souls will be drawn to your light immediately. They will want to help you, love you, and support you. But others will be uncomfortable. Why? Because your sudden rise exposes their lack of growth. Your truth exposes their intentions. Do not fear this reaction. It is part of your spiritual alignment. Heaven says specifically, anyone not in resonance with their destiny will be released. This is why certain people are drifting away from you right now. This is why old friendships feel distant and awkward. This is why forced connections are snapping. It is not because you are losing people. It is because you are being cleansed. You cannot carry dead weight where you are going. Let them fall away so you can fly. If you are willing to let go of the dead weight to embrace your new destiny, declare it below. Write, "I am rising," in the comments. By writing these words, you are breaking the chains of the past and giving heaven permission to elevate you to your rightful place. My child, the file reveals a secret about your intuition that you need to validate. You have been sensing a shift, haven't you? A strange pull in your gut, a vibration in your chest, something tugging at you from the inside, whispering that change is coming. You may not have understood it logically. You may have tried to analyze it with your brain, but your soul knew. Your soul was picking up on the frequency of your new timeline before it arrived. A transformation is coming. A breakthrough is approaching. A new timeline is forming right beneath your feet. A calling is awakening. You are stepping into a higher version of yourself, the version heaven always intended for you to be before the world told you who to be. Do not walk this path alone. Subscribe to this channel as a declaration of your commitment to this new version of yourself. Your subscription is a vow to heaven that you are listening, you are present, and you are obedient to the call. My beloved, heaven wrote something here with such clarity that it vibrates off the page. They are ready to walk where once they feared to even look. This means your courage is awakening. Your voice is returning to your throat. Your confidence is rising from the ashes of your doubt. Your self-worth is being restored to its factory settings. Divine perfection. The fear that once held you paralyzed is losing its power source. The doubt that once slowed your steps is dissolving like fog in the morning sun. You are remembering who you are. You are remembering that you are a chosen soul with divine protection woven into the very DNA of your destiny. You will begin to feel a strange magnetic pull towards certain places, certain people, certain thoughts, and certain opportunities. Do not ignore these pulls. They are not random wanderings of the mind. They are directions. Heaven's compass is aligning you with your destiny. Your purpose is not small. Your purpose is not ordinary. You are meant to impact more lives than you realize. Your presence alone awakens something in others. This is why people are drawn to you without knowing why. This is why strangers tell you their secrets. This is why some envy you without understanding you. Your soul carries a light that disrupts darkness wherever you go. My child, my beloved, the page that just unfolded in your file is one of the strongest, heaviest, and most honorable in your entire record. Its light is not soft or gentle. It is fierce, powerful, and unmistakably divine. This is the page that finally explains why your life has been so hard. It explains why your soul has been chosen, why your battles were heavier than your siblings or friends, and why your path needed to be so different. My beloved, the first line on this page says, "They were sent to break a pattern their family carried for generations." My child, listen to me. You did not choose this mission because it was easy. The mission chose you because you were capable. There were ancestral wounds, emotional chains, and cycles of fear, poverty, and limitation passed down silently from parent to child, generation after generation. Others before you could not break them. Others before you could not rise above the water. Others before you struggled with the same pain you felt, but they eventually gave into it. But then you were born, a different soul, a stronger soul, a soul with a light powerful enough to burn through the chains that held your lineage captive, a soul brave enough to say, "This stops with me." My beloved, this is why your life has felt heavier than others. This is why you matured early. This is why you carried responsibilities when you were too young. This is why you were always the one trying to heal what others created. You were chosen to end what they suffered. Heaven trusted you with the assignment of liberation. My child, now that the cycle is broken, your life is entering a phase your ancestors never experienced. The phase of freedom. Freedom from fear. Freedom from instability. Freedom from resentment. Freedom from repeating the mistakes that broke your lineage. This is why heaven unlocked your file today. This is why you were pulled to this message at this exact moment in time. Your new life begins now. My beloved, heaven wrote something else here, and it carries the weight of destiny. They will become the first in their bloodline to rise, not by chance, not by luck, but by divine appointment. You are the one who brings light into places where your family only saw darkness. You are the one who builds stability where your family only knew struggle. You are the one who receives the blessings that your ancestors longed for but could never reach. You are the beginning of a better future. You are the turning point. You are the breakthrough. My child, the page now turns to your emotional healing, something heaven has been waiting to complete. It says, release their heart. It is carried enough. You have spent years loving people who didn't love you back the same way. You poured water into cups that had holes in the bottom. You stayed loyal to people who were only temporary visitors in your life. You held on to hope even when their actions broke you over and over again. But your heart is being restored now. The wounds are being closed with golden thread. The pieces are being returned to you. Heaven is healing the parts of you that you hid from everyone, even yourself. The parts that felt unlovable. The parts that felt unworthy. My beloved, you will notice soon that your heart feels lighter. Thoughts that once hurt you will no longer sting. Memories that once controlled your mood will lose their power. You will finally feel the peace you have been begging for in your prayers. My child, and now comes the part heaven insisted you hear. You are not meant to walk into your new life alone. There is a person whose soul has been aligned with yours. Their energy has been circling you without your awareness. Heaven has been preparing them, healing their wounds, clearing their path, and strengthening their heart so they can meet you at the right moment. This is not a temporary person. This is not someone who will confuse you with games. This is not someone who will break you. This is a soulmate level connection, a destiny partner, someone whose presence feels like coming home after a long war. My beloved, your paths have been moving toward each other slowly, quietly, divinely. The meeting is closer than you think. My child, my beloved, the page now opening contains one of the rarest inscriptions heaven writes for a chosen soul. Its glow is different. It pulses like a heartbeat, as if it is alive, as if it is waiting for you to claim what belongs to you. My beloved, the first line written on this page is powerful enough to reshape an entire destiny. A sudden miracle is approaching them. Prepare their spirit. My child, heaven does not use the word sudden lightly. A sudden miracle means something that arrives without warning. It comes without a long process. It comes without delay. It is something that bypasses logic, timing, and human expectation. It means something is going to enter your life so quickly that your mind will need time to catch up to what your spirit already knows has happened. Your season of waiting is ending abruptly. My beloved, for years, you prayed, you hoped, you begged for a shift. You asked for something to finally break open. There were moments you felt forgotten in the waiting room of life. Moments you wondered if heaven even heard you. Moments you questioned if blessings were real for you or just fairy tales for others. But heaven was not ignoring you. Heaven was aligning something bigger than you asked for. The sudden miracle entering your life is not small. It is not temporary. It is not a tiny fragment of a blessing. It is a divine release. It is the kind of miracle that was held back like a dam until your soul was ready to receive the full flood. My beloved, do not miss the instructions for what comes next. Subscribe now to position yourself in the direct path of this flood. It is your way of telling the divine, I am here, I am open, and I am aligned with my miracle. My child. The file shows that this miracle is connected to 3 specific areas of your life. A breakthrough that changes your stability, a connection that changes your heart, and an opportunity that changes your future. These 3 are converging into one moment, a divine intersection crafted only for you. My beloved, heaven wrote this next line with a force that can be felt even through the veil. They have suffered long enough. This is not just about the recent months of difficulty. This is about years. Years of being strong when you were secretly broken. Years of carrying weight that wasn't yours to carry. Years of surviving on hope when everything around you was collapsing. Years of waiting for a day when life finally stops fighting you. My child, that day is approaching. Your breakthrough is closer than your doubt. It is stronger than your fear, and it is bigger than your past. My beloved, the page reveals something incredible about your vibration. Your energy has shifted to a frequency where blessings do not just visit you, they stay with you. The old you attracted tests and lessons. The healed you attracts miracles and rewards. The old you tolerated dead weight. The rising you invites abundance. The old you begged for clarity. The awakening you becomes clarity. The universe sees this shift. People around you will feel this shift. Your circumstances will reflect this shift. You are stepping into a version of yourself that life cannot break. My child, the file now speaks about a specific person who will play a critical role in your sudden miracle. The ink on this page is fresh, indicating that this soul is currently in motion. It says, someone is being guided toward them. Their arrival is divinely timed. This person is not just a random passerby in the story of your life. They are a catalyst. This person could appear in many forms. They might be a new romantic partner who finally understands the language of your soul. They might be a messenger bringing news you have waited years to hear. They might be a helper who eases a burden you thought you had to carry forever. They might be a business connection, a mentor, or even a stranger who speaks a word of wisdom that unlocks your mind. Their title does not matter. Their energy matters. Their purpose is not accidental. They are entering your life with specific intention, carrying something, a key, a word, an opportunity, a love that belongs to your next chapter. You will feel a pull toward them before you even understand their role. You might feel a sense of familiarity, as if you have met them before in a dream. You might feel a sudden urge to speak to them or to listen to them. Trust that pull. They will appear at the right moment, not early when you were not ready, not late when you had given up hope. They will arrive right on time. My beloved, the page now shifts to your finances again, and what it says is astonishing. I want you to listen with your spirit, not just your ears. The file reads, the block on their abundance has been removed permanently. Notice the word heaven used, permanently. Not temporarily, not for a season, but for good. This means your money energy is finally healing. The leaks in your spiritual bucket are being sealed. Your opportunities will multiply instead of shrinking. Your financial stability will strengthen instead of shaking. Your resources will grow to match your vision. Your deep-seated fear of lack, which has kept you awake on so many nights, will dissolve. Your pathway to prosperity will clear. The struggle phase of your life is ending. The overflow phase is beginning. My child, something even more extraordinary appears now in the vision of your file. A sign that heaven rarely shows to anyone. It is a symbol of a key. The file says, give them the key. Let them open what was closed for years. A divine key represents spiritual authority. It means you are being given the power to access rooms that were previously locked to you. It means you are being given access to opportunities, breakthroughs, relationships, blessings, and doors that were bolted shut before. You are stepping into a season of divine permission. Heaven is saying yes, where the world said no. My beloved, this key unlocks things that were withheld from you in the past because the time was not right. If you had opened those doors 2 years ago, the blessing might have crushed you or you might have lost it. But now, the time is right. Your spirit is stronger. Your heart is wiser. Your soul is prepared to manage the weight of glory. You will not lose what is coming. You will not sabotage what is coming. You will not fear what is coming. You are ready to receive. Do not let this moment pass you by. If you claim this key of abundance and trust that your financial struggle is ending today, type Amen below. Let your Amen be the spiritual signature that unlocks this door forever. My child, the page glows again, but this light is softer, more emotional, like the light of a sunset. It carries a message about your healing and a truth heaven wants you to finally accept deep in your bones. It says, they are worthy of everything they desire. I know you have struggled to believe this. I know the voices of the past have whispered lies to you. You doubted your own value. You questioned your own beauty, your own strength, and your own purpose. You accepted less from people because you assumed less was all you deserved. You sat at tables where you were tolerated, not celebrated. But heaven sees you differently. Heaven sees your soul, pure, resilient, and divine. Heaven sees your heart, generous, loving, and courageous, even after being broken. Heaven sees your worth, limitless, sacred, and powerful. My beloved, you are worthy of a love that stays. You are worthy of peace that lasts. You are worthy of stability that grows. You are worthy of miracles that shock you. You are worthy of a life that feels safe, abundant, and blessed. My child, do not let this truth pass you by. Press the like button as an act of faith to seal your worthiness. By doing so, you are breaking the agreement with unworthiness and accepting the abundance heaven offers. Do not shrink back when the blessings come. Do not apologize for your rise. You have paid the price in tears. Now, accept the reward in joy. My child, my beloved, the page that opens now is different from all the others. It carries a timestamp written in divine light, a spiritual date, a destiny moment, a cosmic alignment that has been waiting for you to become ready. Heaven has been shaping your path toward this moment, even when you didn't know it existed. Even when you felt like you were wandering in the wilderness, you were actually walking toward this date. My beloved, the first words shine like a prophecy. A turning point is approaching. Their life will shift on a specific day. My child, heaven rarely reveals dates or specific timing. They only show such information when a soul is stepping into a monumental transition, a shift that cannot be ignored, delayed, or hidden. This moment is not symbolic. It is literal. It is spiritual timing igniting physical change in your reality. You must stay awake for this date. Subscribe right now so you do not sleep through the moment of your visitation. This simple act secures your connection to the timeline of destiny that is unfolding. My beloved, within the next few days, you will feel the energy around you becoming heavier at first. Do not be alarmed. It is not a painful heaviness. It is an anticipatory heaviness. It is like the air thickening before a summer rain. It is like the sky darkening before a magnificent sunrise. It is like the feeling in a theater before the curtain rises. Something unseen is preparing to enter your life. Your spirit will sense this moment before it arrives. You might feel a restlessness, a need to clean your home, or a need to sit in silence. This is your soul preparing the room for the guest of honor, your miracle. My beloved, the file reveals the nature of this destiny moment. It is not just one thing. It is a trinity of blessings. The file says, something they lost will return. Something they prayed for will manifest. Something they feared will resolve. 3 miracles in one alignment. 3 shifts in one turning point. 3 changes that together will rewrite the direction of your life. My child, this moment is tied to your past, your present, and your future. From your past, a pain will be healed, or a lost opportunity will circle back in a better form. In your present, confusion will be cleared and a solution will appear. For your future, a door of destiny will open. My beloved, the file shows a wave of energy surrounding this date. It is not a small change like finding a coin on the street. It is not a gentle transition like the changing of seasons. It is a divine eruption. It is a release of blessings that were stored, held, protected, and preserved for you in a spiritual vault. Your soul has carried enough darkness. You have walked through the valley of the shadow long enough. Now it is time for the mountaintop. If you are ready to leave the valley and ascend to your victory, like this video right now. Let this simple click be the spark that ignites the divine eruption of blessings over your life. My child, heaven wrote another line on this page, one that carries great urgency. It says, "Prepare them so they do not miss the sign." This means you will receive a specific sign before the turning point arrives. Heaven wants you to be alert. It could come through a dream that is so vivid you wake up crying happy tears. It could come through a sudden insight that hits you while you are doing a mundane task. It could be a repeated number pattern that you see everywhere you look. 111, 444, 1212. It could be an unexpected message from an old friend. It could be a stranger's words in a grocery store that feel like they were spoken just for you. It could be a moment of stillness where the world goes quiet and you feel a warm hand on your heart. It could be a sudden emotional shift where fear vanishes and is replaced by excitement. This sign is heaven's way of giving you a heads up. It is heaven saying, "Stand ready. The miracle is near." Do not give up now. Do not lose faith in the final hour. My beloved, you may already be sensing something shifting. You may feel a restlessness in your legs, a pull in your heart, a soft trembling in your spirit. This is not anxiety. Do not confuse it with fear. It is alignment. Your soul recognizes what your mind has not yet named. You are walking towards your breakthrough, and your spirit is dancing in anticipation. My child, now the file reveals something incredibly sacred, something that explains why your life had to unfold the way it did. Why the road was so rocky. Why the climb was so steep. It says, "Their tears built the bridge into their destiny." This means none of your suffering was wasted. I need you to understand this. None of your pain was meaningless. None of your heartbreak was for nothing. Every moment of struggle became a brick in the bridge that leads to your transformation. Your wounds did not weaken you. They carved out more space in your soul to hold light. They prepared you, my beloved. You survived things that should have shattered you into dust. You kept walking through storms that were designed to drown you. You held your spirit together with nothing but hope when life gave you no reason to believe. And heaven watched it all. Your resilience was recorded in this file. Your endurance was seen by the angels. Your faith was noted by the divine. This is why the turning point is coming. This is not charity. This is a reward. This is why your file was unlocked. This is why your miracle is certain, my child. If you know in your soul that your tears have paid for your transformation and you are finally ready for your reward, affirm this truth. Type Amen in the comments to tell the universe, "I survived and now I am ready to thrive." The file now shifts into the realm of love and relationships again, because your destiny moment includes a heart transformation. This page says, "They will understand why past relationships failed. Their heart needed to be prepared for the one who is coming." My beloved, your heartbreaks were not punishments. They were redirections. They were divine interventions. Heaven removed the wrong people so the right one could enter without competition. Heaven removed those who could not love you properly so you would learn to value yourself. Those experiences taught you your worth. They sharpened your intuition. They strengthened your boundaries. They made you wiser. Your heart is finally ready to recognize the one who is aligned with your soul. If you had met them before, you might not have recognized them. But now you are ready. The connection coming toward you is different. It carries warmth, clarity, safety, and intention. There will be no confusion. There will be no mixed signals. There will be no silence that leaves you anxious. There will be no guessing games. It will feel natural because it is divine. It will feel easy because it is right. My child, this turning point also affects your stability. The file reveals a new foundation is being built beneath them. This means your life will no longer feel fragile or unpredictable. You are moving out of survival mode. For too long, you have lived waiting for the other shoe to drop. You have lived expecting things to go wrong. You have lived building castles on sand. But that is changing. Your path is becoming steady. What kept breaking before will now hold firm. What kept collapsing will now strengthen. Your roots are deepening into fertile soil. You will no longer live just to survive the day. You will live to fulfill your purpose. My beloved, the light on this page is growing brighter. It is blindingly beautiful, which means the next revelation is even more powerful. My child, my beloved, the page now opening carries the mark of divine intervention, a symbol heaven uses only when something in your life is about to be changed by force, by spirit, by higher power, not by your effort. My beloved, the first line on this page glows like lightning striking the earth. It says, a major obstacle in their life will be removed instantly. My child, heaven has watched you struggle with something that refused to shift. You pushed against it. You prayed about it. You tried to fix it with your hands. You tried to endure it with your patience. You carried it even when it broke you from the inside. But heaven has decided you will carry it no longer. This obstacle is not just disappearing slowly. It is being removed entirely from your path. It will not return. It will not resurface. Its grip on your life is ending. My beloved, this intervention is not subtle. It is not gentle. It is decisive. Heaven is stepping in and saying, they have suffered long enough. Clear the way. My child, this obstacle that heaven is removing from your path may take many forms. For some of you, it is a toxic person who has drained your spirit for years. For others, it is a heavy financial burden that has kept you awake at night. It could be a painful memory that replays in your mind like a broken record. It could be a repeating situation where you take one step forward and two steps back. It could be a draining responsibility that was unfairly placed upon your shoulders. It could be a hidden enemy who smiles to your face but plots behind your back. It could be a deep-seated fear that has whispered limits to you since you were a child. Whatever it is, hear this clearly. Its time is over. The lease on your suffering has expired. You will wake up one day very soon and feel something missing. But it will not be a feeling of loss. It will be a feeling of relief. You will realize that the heaviness you grew used to carrying is simply gone. It was taken away for your protection and your elevation. My beloved, heaven is not asking your permission for this removal. Heaven is acting on your behalf because your soul is ready for a freedom you haven't felt in years. The moment this obstacle disappears, your path will open wide. Your energy will rise like a bird released from a cage. Your clarity will return. Your blessings will accelerate. Your destiny will advance without resistance. My child, as the resistance leaves, new guidance will enter. Subscribe to this channel to ensure your spirit remains fed and guided. It is the key to maintaining the momentum of this breakthrough. My child, the page reveals something even more powerful about this obstacle. It explains the why. It says, the obstacle existed only to strengthen their spirit for the miracle. Please understand this truth. What broke you was actually preparing you. What delayed you was actually aligning you. What hurt you was actually shaping you into a warrior. What confused you was training you to trust your intuition. What resisted you was forcing you to grow stronger than the storm. Your breakthrough required the version of you that exists today, not the version of you that existed 5 years ago. You are not the same person you were when the trial began. You are wiser now. You are deeper. You are more compassionate. You are spiritually attuned. If you had received the blessing back then, you might have lost it. But now, you have the character to keep the crown. My beloved, the file shows that once this obstacle is gone, the blessings that were blocked behind it will begin to pour in. It will feel as if heaven opened a massive floodgate above your life. Everything that was stuck will suddenly move. Everything that was silent will speak. Everything that was slow will accelerate. Everything that was heavy will lift. Your life will not unfold slowly from this point on. It will unfold all at once. My beloved, if you believe that your sudden breakthrough is happening and that your storm is truly over, type Amen immediately. Your agreement pulls the miracle from the spiritual realm into your physical reality. Do not hesitate. My child, the page now begins to speak about the people around you, the ones meant to stay and the ones meant to leave. It says, anyone who threatens their peace will be removed. Anyone who supports their growth will be elevated. This means the divine intervention will affect your relationships as well. You must be prepared for this and trust the process. Some people will simply drift out of your life without a fight. Some will reveal their true colors so clearly that you can no longer make excuses for them. Some will distance themselves for reasons your spirit will understand later. But listen to the good news. Some will return with sincerity and apologies. Some will suddenly become more present, more supportive, and more aligned with your new vision. Heaven is rearranging your circle. This is not based on your emotions or your history with them. It is based on your destiny. My beloved, heaven is protecting your next chapter so fiercely that no negative energy can survive in it. If someone does not carry pure intentions toward you, your spirit will feel it instantly. Your intuition will become sharper than a blade. Your ability to sense truth will intensify. This is not paranoia. This is spiritual clarity. Trust what you feel. My child, the next lines in the file reveal something extraordinary about the speed of your new life. It reads, they are stepping into a timeline where help will arrive before fear does. Let that sink into your spirit. In the past, fear always arrived first. Panic arrived first. Worry arrived first. And you had to fight through the fear to find the solution. But in this new season, the dynamic is flipping. The solution will present itself before the problem can even settle in your mind. The provision will be there before the bill arrives. The comfort will be there before the sadness hits. The answer will be there before you finish asking the question. This is the timeline of grace. It is a state of flow where you are no longer fighting against the current of life, but floating with the divine stream of abundance. My beloved, you are being carried. You are being supported. You are being loved in a way that requires less effort and more trust. If you trust in this timeline of grace, press the like button to anchor this peace into your spirit. It is your way of saying, I trust you to carry me, and that trust accelerates the flow of help toward you. My child, we are reaching the end of the file. The light is dimming on the pages, signaling that the divine window is about to close. The file must be sealed to protect the blessings written inside. But there is one final message, written in urgency at the very bottom of the last page. It says, do not look back. If they look back, they delay the arrival. This is your final instruction. You cannot bring your old regrets into your new future. You cannot bring your old stories of victimhood into your new story of victory. You cannot keep checking on the people who hurt you to see if they are happy. You must look forward. Your destiny is in front of you, not behind you. The past is a closed door. Stop trying to peek through the keyhole. What is ahead of you is so much greater, so much brighter, and so much more fulfilling than anything you have left behind. My beloved, keep your eyes on the horizon. Keep your eyes on the light. Keep your eyes on the promise. My child, the file is closing now. The golden cover is slowly shutting. The divine seal is being placed upon it. The recording of your new destiny is complete. The angels are taking their positions to execute what has been written. The energy of this file has already been downloaded into your spirit. You have received the knowledge. You have received the confirmation. You have received the validation. But before the seal is locked, you must claim it. Heaven operates on the law of agreement. We have shown you the plan, but you must agree to receive it. You must say yes to your own worthiness. You must say yes to the changes coming. You must say yes to the abundance, the love, and the healing. My beloved, I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Place your hand over your heart. Feel the beat of life inside you. That heartbeat is the rhythm of the universe living within you. I'm going to pray a prayer of activation over you. I want you to receive these words not just in your mind, but in your soul. Let them settle deep within you. Divine Creator, source of all light and love, I bring this beloved soul before the throne of grace today. I stand as a witness to their journey, their pain, and their endurance. I present the file of their destiny, rewritten and restored by your hand. I decree and declare that the season of weeping has ended. I command the spirit of delay to be broken off their life right now. I command the spirit of lack to flee from their home. I command the spirit of fear to release their mind. I activate the blessings of the sudden miracle. I open the floodgates of heaven over their finances, their relationships, and their health. I call forth the destiny helpers, the soulmates, the mentors, and the opportunities to find them now. I place a hedge of divine fire around them to protect this new season. No weapon formed against them shall prosper. No tongue that rises against them shall stand. They are protected. They are chosen. They are loved. I seal this destiny with the light of truth. It is done. It is written. It is so. To seal this prayer and lock this destiny into your life permanently, type Amen 3 times in the comments below. Amen, amen, amen. Let the vibration of this word anchor your future and confirm that you have received it. My child, open your eyes. The shift has happened. You may feel a warmth in your body. You may feel a lightness in your head. You may feel tears in your eyes. This is the physical sign that your spirit has accepted the upgrade. The file is now locked and stored in the archives of heaven, but its effects are active in your life starting this very second. You are walking into the best days of your life. Do not doubt it. Do not question it. Just walk in it. My beloved, before I leave you, remember the instruction. Heaven speaks to those who listen. If you want to keep this channel of communication open, if you want to remain aligned with these messages, ensure you are connected to this community. Like this message to seal it in your timeline. And finally, share this prophecy. Be the vessel that carries light to another. As you share this word, you are sowing a seed of hope, and heaven promises that this seed will return to you as a harvest of double favor. You are not alone. You never were. And now you are victorious. Go in peace, my child. Your miracle is in motion. Archangel Michael.